Hey, everybody. Welcome back to KF&JF Podcast, man. We're so happy that everybody's back on the move after the Juneteenth holiday and also Father's Day. I wish everybody had a happy Father's Day out there and that they're on the move again, trying to succeed in their endeavors. One of the things that I want to talk about today, as far as introduction into the show today, is that one, we have a great guest on our show, and we're looking forward to hearing everything he has to say, the real and authentic, his views on his product. And also, I want to talk a little bit about thanking you guys again for coming on to the podcast and also subscribing and doing all those things that help us to succeed in producing this podcast and making it available to everyone that we meet. And also, thank you again for going to thejoybeloved.com and making those purchases that you do to help us bring more people into the podcast. And again, I thank all of you for doing that and appreciate it as well. And again, as we do every time, we're going to introduce our co-host, Razak.
Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody. I'm Razak. I am the CEO and founder of United Minority Business Ventures. My purpose is to help small businesses grow. I assist with the creative process and maintenance of your business. And we do this by having a method that achieves results. And this is simply building a deeper relationship with your customers. We do this by forming opportunities to communicate and collaborate with your followers, subscribers, and other business owners. By using a wide range of networking tools, we have an understanding for building your marketing profile, your social media marketing, figuring out your marketing strategy, or building your financial profile for your business. And we'd like to help by assisting in branding your product or merchandise. We may also determine the licenses that's needed to operate your business, or if you plan on owning a domain or buying into pre-existing sites that host your page. We also assist by driving traffic. And by doing this, we manage your website. And that allows us to make frequent posts that create subscriptions, comments, and likes. We also assist by generating comments on other individual business sites or page that create a dialogue of conversation directed towards your page. I'd just like to say it's a pleasure to have you on the podcast today. I'm looking forward to diving into this discussion we're about to have.
Yes, I tell you what, here is a person that is going to introduce himself that I think has just really been out there pushing the business and making an impact. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What up, Boat fam? What's going on? Your homie Osito right here. Man, I'm blessed and happy that they invited me on the podcast. Take a little bit more of an insight for the patches and everything we do out there. Man, let's dive into it. Let's get ready.
That's what I'm saying, Johnny. There ain't no, like they say, no pussyfooting around. Just
no, man. Yeah, we ain't never gonna be camera shy, man. That's how we do it.
I really appreciate that, man. Can you do me a favor and tell us a little bit about you, something that's unique, something most people don't know about you, even though you've been in the game and out there producing this business?
Man, what's new? Holy shit. I mean, I live a pretty open lifestyle, man. I mean, what's new? I don't know. That's a funny question. That one's actually stopping me because I mean, everybody knows everything about me, you know. Like I told you earlier, we're out there in the trenches. We're doing what we got to do. Just expanding the business as much as we can. Working with more local artists. I'm from San Diego, California, born and raised. So little by little, you know, we're tapping into future collabs with some San Diego small businesses as well. And I guess that's that's something people don't know much yet because it hasn't happened yet. But we're definitely getting it popping. We're actually already looking at 2025. So, you know, 2024, I think it's already in the books, even though it's barely June.
Okay. Can you give us an origin story, sort of like so how did your earlier life experiences shape your aspirations and your career choice to start Patches?
It was mainly more the drawing side of it. So the patches were just a bonus. As you can see, little by little, I'm expanding into doing clothing. I'm expanding into doing. Last year, we went hard and heavy with pins, but it was more of the drawing side of my like my background to start the patch designs. I just chose to put them on patches because patches haven't really been seen in the NFL kind of, and two, you don't see patches, especially custom patches, in the Chargers community. Like, I mean, there's just the like 50th anniversary, 40th anniversary, those NFL official Charger patches, but as to like a fan made custom patch, it was non-existent. I mean, honestly, I mean, maybe one, maybe two here and there. I mean, I always say my biggest competition is my buddy Rudy Cargador from Chicago. Shout out Rudy, and he's done 6, and I'm about to drop, I think, like my 75th patch. So that's how much of a big difference, of a big gap there is. And but yeah, man, I mean, just the background of drawing for me. I mean, I kind of grew up in the graffiti artist world, as you can see, like on my hats as well. And I just took that and ran with it. I wanted to expand on something else. And just once you turn 18, doing graffiti out in the street, it's not a slap in the wrist anymore. You get caught, caught. And I moved into doing hats. And I mean, there's just so many hats I could do, and I just started kind of doodling around, mixing my world of graffiti with my world of Chargers, and I combined the two. And obviously there's a whole lot more steps into it that took place, a whole lot of more other scenarios that took place with the patches and how it got created. But I mean, I think just the drawing aspect has to do with just my graffiti side of it.
Okay. Could you share a particular moment that you considered was the turning point of coming from? I know you said they didn't have patches and stuff like that, but
yeah,
was there a specific turning point that said, "Hey, I'm gonna make these"? Because we're gonna go over a lot of your patches, that your stuff you did, and some other stuff that you do. But okay, so I know graffiti. I've done graffiti and drawing and stuff like that myself. And trying to get the T-shirts and designs, but you turned into a business. Was there like a certain point in time where you was like, okay, I'm not gonna do the walls and do all this stuff, and I'm gonna go into a business though. And how did you go about finding out what you need and how to get that done?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, even in college, I studied, economics, business 101. I've always been good with numbers, and I know I wanted to turn the little bit of skills I had into a numbers game, right? I think one of the main reasons why I got into even making patches was when I started traveling a lot. And when I say traveling, I'm away games. I mean, I could hit any NFL stadium in the country, and I got a buddy there. I mean, with the friends and the family that we've made throughout the years, it's been incredible throughout the NFL. And I noticed that some of the NFL fan base is heavy with the custom patches. And one of the first persons I actually saw with jersey covered in patches, like you couldn't even see the jersey. Like he just had patches all over his jersey. And was I believe his name is Wayne. He's a Green Bay Packer fan. And when I started looking at his jersey, I was like, yo, all this is just like fan made. This is all custom stuff. Now, prior to this, I've been kind of dabbling into like just little designs, little doodles here and there, nothing I throw out to the public. But that kind of gave me an idea. And I'm like, yo, like that jersey is dope. Like that jersey is dope, dude. And obviously we're Charger fans. So when we went to Oakland and the Coliseum, I mean, the Raider fans, I mean, you got to admit, man, they travel heavy, and their fan base it's there. They show up loud and proud. And I would see these Raider jerseys covered in custom patches. The Bucks have crazy custom patches. Like I said, Green Bay, Minnesota, the Vikings. So all these different stadiums I was traveling to, I noticed that like people have custom patches, and I'm like, that's when like a little light bulb kind of went in my head. I'm like, yo, like I could do something with this for the Chargers, and And luckily I had the support of just like all my friends that I travel with, all my Charger friends that I travel with, and honestly, it was a no brainer for me once I started getting the ball rolling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Uh, tell us what were the challenges or setbacks or what they call it the backlash from you showing up with the saying, hey, I'm representing the Chargers against these opposing teams, and you saying, hey, I know this is something that's it maybe it inspired you and it played a crucial role in your personal development.
Um, like challenges as just being a Charger fan and the opposing team, or what do you mean by that?
Well,
Or
like
the patches?
like how you was making what challenges did you come across and any setbacks in making your business and in presenting them to other Charger
Okay,
fans and as you went to the thing.
okay. So, I could honestly say the only big setback and big just brick walls that I ran to was funding. All this was self-funded. There was no, I mean, I used a credit card, obviously, and it was just all me, like me, myself, and I. Like I always say, I mean, I drew all this stuff. I did pay in the beginning of the years. I think the first 2 years, I would draw this stuff on pen and paper, with pen and paper. I'm sorry, and then I'd send that out to a buddy of mine, who is an amazing graphic designer. First of all, he actually kind of kicked me to the side because he works for Lucasfilms now, and Pixar, I think it is. That's how dope he got. Um, and but in the beginning of years, like, he would help me just create my drawings into digital files, right, vector files, and I had to pay for that. I had to pay for all that stuff, right? So I think the biggest challenges was just the funding for me, because, like I said, there was nobody doing what I was doing, and to this day, there's still. I mean, like I said, the biggest competition is Rudy, and I love him. He's my guy. I just saw him this weekend. He's from Chicago. He comes to San Diego a lot, but yeah, like that's just how much of a difference of a market there is. I'm on my 60th, 70th patch. He's got 6 or 7 of them and stuff, and I would say he's number 2 in the Charger game right now. But yeah, there was no like somebody hating on me because of my designs or anything like that, or oh man, this guy's selling more than me. There was none of that. It was, for me, it was just funding. That was the most difficult thing I had to come across when making all this stuff, because I had more ideas than I had money, right? And at the beginning, I was only doing like small stacks of like 50 to like 80 patches, and I couldn't even sell that. Like, I mean, I was selling maybe um like 20 the first week, and then it would just kind of trickle down like throughout the weeks and stuff, 1 or 2 a week and stuff. um and then after that, I mean, I would use that money to fund the next patch and the next patch and the next patch. So if one patch sign didn't hit, like, I'd kind of be in the negative, like I'd be in the negative, and I'd be like, oh fuck, like I gotta put some money aside for the next one and stuff, because I mean, it just got to keep going. These patches kept funding itself until it just kind of snowballed to what it is now. But yeah, man, I think just the funding was the most difficult thing I had to play around with and stuff. But as to like people, like I was getting hated on for this stuff, nah. Everybody was on board as soon as I started dropping the first 10. Everybody was on board, dude. I mean, I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with these orders after that. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, shout out to those people who've been with me since year one, dude. I mean, it's crazy to see how far I've gone through, like just my shipping envelopes, to the way I ship, to the way I take orders. I mean, it's crazy now how it is. I mean, it's a full on business now, and it's dope. It's always gonna be a side business for me. It's always gonna be, fun for me comes first, and then this, because without the fun, this isn't fun. You gotta have fun with this stuff. If funds are
Right.
fun, yeah, funds are fun.
Well, that brings me to the next question, because what are your activities and hobbies and or what are your activities and hobbies that bring you the most joy and fulfillment outside of of your professional life when you're doing the business?
Yeah. So, like I said, this was always a side job. I've always had, my main job, my main source of income. Um, so yeah, this was always, for me, it was always, I'll get to it when I get to it. But once you market it as a full-on business, you can't take it lightly like that no more, right? Because you're messing with people's money. So I had to find a happy balance of doing the patches, being a family man, having fun, and I was, real work and stuff, right? But doing this now, because actually I became unemployed about 2 months ago now, so I'm about like 2.5 months already without a job, and I've been focusing strictly on this like full time. It's not always gonna be like that though, I'm always gonna have this on the side, but for now, I'm head on just to this. But doing things like pop-up shops now, I mean, that's how I met you guys, doing things like pop-up shops, going out, enjoying the sun, having a pop-up shop, having people come through. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I crack open a beer or two, a 12-pack, and to me, it's always gonna be fun first, and then this, because it's like you gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it, and like I said, finding that happy balance it took me a while. It took me a couple years to find it, and I think now that I established like a good fan base for it, more solid people behind my back now, I can have fun with the designs. And it was last year that I took a huge leap of faith into the designs. The designs were like super crazy last year compared to the prior years after that. So I'd say, yeah, man. I mean, what I do outside of this for fun is just, I mean, just live life, live life, man. Yeah, you have to. You can't just be, I mean, I'm in my room right now and I see this like a cubicle, dude. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. But luckily I got the balcony, so I don't feel like I'm always inside and shit. But yeah, man, just have fun with it. Just have fun with the designs. If people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. And like I said, the pop-up shops, going to the games, representing. I mean, I'm representing myself at the games as well as the business. Now with the clothing, I mean, people representing me like on them, So it's definitely gone like full circle and stuff for sure.
I heard that. Let me ask you this real quick, and we'll probably ask. Well, I probably got about 2 more questions. I'm gonna pass it back to Keith, but
yeah.
Since you've been I want to know, since you've been traveling, you go into the games, you started making a business, doing the patches and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the opportunity to meet or connect with some of the ball players or somebody of influence that you admired, and if so, what was the experience like?
Absolutely. I'm not the biggest like fanboy when it comes to the players. Like I don't go kicking and screaming, asking for autographs. Not because I think I'm too cool or nothing. No. It's just how many signatures these guys got to do, bro. Like you put yourself in their shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I meet these guys. I know their families. Some of their families have bought patches off of me as well. I have some of the family members on my Instagram as well. They follow me. I mean, I would say a good amount. I mean, maybe I don't know how many, but I'd say some players do know about the patches and stuff. But for them, it's they got to keep it professional, obviously, because I mean, if they get traded and stuff like that, I mean, they can't represent Charger stuff anymore, right? But yeah, I've definitely met some of the players. I actually have this right here. It's funny. It's actually at arm's reach. I did a Herbert patch for him, and he got to actually sign it. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. It's an offensive rookie of the year. Yeah. So I had that at the training camp, and I was like, "Yo, like you got to sign it." He's like, "Oh hell yeah, dude!" He freaked out. I actually gave him one, and yeah, we put it in his pocket. It was awesome. I have an LT one. I haven't been able to click up with LT yet. And then obviously I did a memorial piece for the late great Junior Seau as well. But yeah, man, like I said, meeting the players, it's cool. Honestly, like just because of this, yeah, I got an autograph. But honestly, 90% of the time, I just give them a handshake. I tell them, stay safe out there. See you guys out there. I think they kind of like that better than like, oh, sign my shirt, sign 10, 15 of my cards. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's cutthroat out there in the NFL, dude. I mean, I tell them just stay safe, be healthy. They acknowledge me more as a fan when I tell them stuff like that, other than like screaming and shoving a jersey in their face and stuff,
Right.
I don't need more stuff, dude. I got rid of a lot of my Charger stuff. I gave it away, I don't have that much room for it either. So, yeah, I mean, you look at the room, there's just patch stuff everywhere. But yeah, I mean, it's cool, dude. It's cool. They acknowledge me. They respect. I respect, and you know, yeah. I mean, whenever I show them a patch, they trip out or they freak out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds commendable,
Wow.
man. Yeah, because I know I can imagine how the fans would be all over him and just crazy for autographs, and then you have a person who just come up and just say, "Hey, man, it's just nice to meet you." You know what I mean? This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to do something all these other people that are screaming and just trying to shove something in front of you for an autograph.
yeah,
It's not trying
yeah.
to do. They're not trying to do that. They're not trying to just have, hey, let me just talk to you and say I talked to you. You know what I mean? I'm doing a business with you,
Exactly.
yeah, or been in the past for you. Here you go. This is free. I just want you to know that I'm doing something out of my heart towards you. That's I like the way that
No, of
sounds.
course, dude. I mean, we go to the training camps. The Chargers hook us up with like a booth for training camp and stuff to set up. And I mean, I don't. I actually don't do any of my business during Charger games or training camps. Like for me, that's over there. You know what I'm saying? I keep the patches over here. I keep Chargers football over there. I never mix fun and business, dude. I never do. We do tailgates at the Charger games. We call it Thunder Alley. Like I'm blessed and lucky that I'm one of the Thunder Alley organizers. And I mean, there's about 2 to 3 thousand people that show up during game days for our tailgates. And I mean, it's a well-oiled machine, man. Thunder Alley. I mean, if you guys ever get a chance to go, it's insane. Um, and everybody, hey, you got patches for sale? You got no. Like I paid for a website for a reason, dog. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna have a
Yeah.
bunch of patches in my pocket. I'm drinking, man. I'm having fun. I'm taking pictures of my little boy. I'm doing beer bong shots, dude. I'm taking, like man, that's my day off. Like, don't fuck with me. That's my day off. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never mix this with game day football. Never. Now training camp and stuff, like I'll take a couple in my pockets or whatever, in case the players are there to get them signed.
Mhm.
But yeah, dude, it's. I've seen grown men just push kids, dude. I've seen a dude with a selfie stick, which is pretty smart. I'm not hating, but and he put a baseball card instead of his phone, and he extended it, and he was like way the fuck in the back, and he just had that card like right in the player's face, and the player's signing, and the dude just, I'm like, smart, but what a dick, like fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, hey, I mean,
Oh,
trust me, you do that shit to
that's
me, I'm grabbing
crazy.
that shit and I'm throwing it, bro. you know?
Man,
Yeah, fuck that.
Crazy.
I'm sure Keith has a lot to say about being a fan of the Chargers. Let me ask you this one last question. It
Yeah.
says, who are the individuals you look up to as being role models, and and how have they influenced your values or mindset being in business and as your personal life today?
Um, business wise speaking, it's my guy George, man, S Depot Complex. He put me on game on so much stuff, dude. I mean, if you guys are just San Diego Equipment is what it's called now, and he does anything and everything Chargers and Padres. Um, he's an older guy already. He's cool. I see him every once in a while. He's down in Chula Vista, and I mean, I remember before I even started my website and the business name and going to the county and registering. I mean, I was picking his brain, dude. I was picking his brain on everything. I was asking him so many questions, and he just advised me, dude. Everything he would say business wise, I just took it. I just took it, dude. And it's funny because he does mostly hats and clothing. He does mostly hats and clothing and stuff. And just he would tell me stories about shipping errors and refunds and this and that and every like once I started getting into that part of my business, I'm like, yo, this dude was right. Like I always took it into consideration, but until it happens to you, you're like, shit, like good thing I listened to him because now I kind of know what to do. Like he did trial and error just so the youngsters like me could kind of succeed in the future. And yeah, man, I mean he's doing dope stuff. I mean I mean I'm confident. I'm confident I could be on his level at one point in life. But I mean, this guy's known all over San Diego. He's got a Vision Culture down in on Highland, Homefield, I think it's called. And yeah, man, he's got a shop right there. They do a lot of cool charity stuff. We do pop up shops right there. as well. And man, I mean, he just when the business aspect of it, he's always been 100 with me, dude. And then he'll straight up tell me, hey, you're fucking up here, you're fucking up there, you know. Yeah, but I mean, he definitely doesn't cut corners when it comes to the business part of of this. And I've caught myself cutting corners, which I was like, oh fuck, yeah. And I'm always just like, fuck, I hope he didn't talk shit, you know. But yeah, man, I mean, George, my buddy George, he's real cool, dude, real cool dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pass it over to Keith.
Yeah, I think you have a lot to say, man, and good things too, because you know one of the things about a small business is being able to understand where you fail and where you can learn, because those are the things that help you to succeed. So I'm really interested in learning more about your experience in the business. So I'm gonna start off by just asking a couple questions off the top. What type of machinery do you use, or do you outsource that patch making?
Yeah, everything I do, I outsource. I wish I had the room, man. Honestly, I mean, I probably spent enough money already to buy 2, 3 patch machines, embroidery machines, sorry. But I just don't got the room right now, dude. I really don't. And I just don't want to deal with the maintenance, bro. You know, one thing that a lot of people always give me props on is I keep it budget friendly. You know, like $5 for a patch. I researched other patch companies. I looked on their website. I mean, $10, $15. I'm like, fuck that, dude. You know, so yes, there's a business aspect to this, what I do, where it's got to make money, right? It's got to make sense. But I'm also not trying to become rich off of this, you know. Like, yeah, I didn't quit my job to focus on this. I quit my job for other reasons. But I mean, this is still a job, right? I'm still gonna focus on it, like, because this is my only job right now, right? Until I get, you know, the job I'm actually trying to get. But yeah, I started this company not to, like I said, not to become a millionaire, not to, you know, pay my bills and whatnot. So I've always kept it like really budget friendly, you know. I mean, me growing up, I mean, we didn't grow up with money, you know what I'm saying? Like $5 was a lot, you know. And that was always been my mentality. It's like I'd rather have people be able to afford my stuff and rock it out at the games and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Than like for me to make like $1,000 and stuff like that, you know. So in that kind of case, like I never really saw myself like saving up for a machine and like people tell me even with the t-shirts, I outsource the t-shirts as well, you know. But yeah, I mean, I mean, what do I do here? Just package. All I do here is package. Yeah. I don't make anything. Like yeah, I was like, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't got room, dude. I ship out from me. I ship out from my house. Yeah, I have a business address and everything like that as well. In case a package got to come back and stuff. But yeah, I outsource every single thing I do, and I like it that way, honestly. I like it that way because I get to bitch at somebody when they mess up my shit, you know? Yeah.
Well, that's the best thing about being an owner is the fact that you can, you know, if you can hold somebody else responsible for making a mistake, then, you never know what you're either going to get. You're either going to get a better product the next time or you're going to be able to instill something in someone to make them learn that they, don't make that mistake again, and they end up losing a customer. So one of the other things I like to talk about is, you talked about the artistry and, doing the paintings and drawing and stuff like that. Do you outsource that as well, or do you do your drawings yourself and on the computer or on paper, and then you upload it and then have someone else do it? And do you do logos as well?
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be fair to say I outsource everything, right? Like all my designs are all my personal designs, like 100%. Well, except I think the stupid smiley face with the lightning bolt that I don't like that one anymore. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, like I'd say 95% of my designs are original designs, right? I draw everything. Like I said, the first 2 years, like 1.5 years actually, I would draw everything on pen and paper with a pencil on a piece of paper on a notebook. I still have those sketches somewhere, you know. Like the SDCA Originals logo. I remember I drew that one. I made it all crappy. I mean, it looked like a banana instead of a charging boat because I wasn't gonna go into detail. But that I sent it to a buddy of mine, And I told him that's a chargeable. The banana looking thing is a chargeable. He's like, okay, cool. So I'd piece all these designs together, and he would vectorize them for me. He would put them together, and then send them to me, and then that's how I had the vector files. Now, after I realized, I was like, yo, like I'm paying him. I'm paying for this work, and he does amazing work. But I realized, I was like, well, I'm kind of getting middleman here. I mean, it's my personal drawings that I'm drawing on a paper. Like, why can't I just draw it on an iPad like he is? Like he was doing it on the iPad. I'm like, well, I could probably do that. I'm not like Apple friendly at all. I hate Apple products, honestly. And I had to learn, dude. I had to learn everything. I had to learn how to use the iPad program, the Illustrator program, the Procreate program. I bought the little pencil for the iPad. I had to do all that stuff, and just trial and error, dude. Just trial and error. And then I just started drawing my own designs, straight into vector file, straight into vector file. But yeah, I mean, and then I realized, I was like, hey, I could do like graffiti style designs on my computer as well. So the business is little by little moving into more um like uh like kind of like this, right? So this is just literally just my handwriting. I'm making it to a sticker. It's part of like the Padres collection that I'm trying to work on next year, and it's just like that's awesome. I didn't know I could do that. Technology like has advanced a lot, where it's like, okay, I could do this stuff on a spray can. I could do it on a computer now and put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I would think that would be great, man. If you have the ability to do graffiti style art, because it's
Yeah.
especially like back in the day, what I remember, man, they were, when I used to watch the Warriors, there used to, there's all kinds of different graffitis that were done on
Yeah.
in Chicago or whatever it was. So if
Yeah.
you do that type of work, is it
Yeah.
something that, say, someone like myself would give you a particular saying or a particular logo, and then you
Yeah.
transcribe that into a graffiti style artistry?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
something you're capable of doing for others, or you just basically kept it where it's your own style for your own product?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, as it stands now, I I don't do it for others. I can, and I could, charge whatever. I mean, I'm pretty much taking what my buddy that was doing the arts, the vector file for me 2 3 back then in year 1 and year 2. I could do that. I could do that, and I could charge and stuff like that. But as it stands, like right now, I don't have the free time for it, dude. Honest to God, I don't. I'm busy doing my own stuff. I'm busy doing, like, I mean, like, I've drawn my own hats, and I don't sell my hats either. Like, I mean, people offered me, 80, $100 for a custom hat, and I tell them no. It's, for me, it's the time. Like, I'm not gonna tell you, hey, give me $100 and I'll have it by Tuesday. And it's like, dude, it's the weekend. I go out. I have a 1-year-old, that I love spending time with them, and it's like, now it's like I have to do it for you because you paid me for it, and I want to do a good job, and I don't want to rush it. Um, so for me right now, like doing custom stuff for people, I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. And I'd rather kind of like what's it? What I'm trying to use? Like I'm still new to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still new to the iPad. I'm still learning things with the iPad. And I don't feel like I've mastered it yet. And I don't feel comfortable like selling that type of stuff yet. At least in the digital art form, like on my hats and stuff like that. That's something that I have considered. I have considered like selling custom hats, because markers and paint is super different than and drawing on a piece of glass.
Right.
It's totally, it's night and day, dude. It's honestly, it's night and day. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable yet to where, hey, you need a logo, I'll do it for you. Like, I don't feel comfortable yet, and I don't
Well,
want to. I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to fuck up. And then, like you said, you pay me to do something, I give it to you all crappy. You're not gonna be happy with it.
Well, I think you're right about that, because like my sister always say, always do what's in your wheelhouse, do what you can control,
Yeah,
and what you know how to do, and send everything else out, and makes it more functional, and plus it eliminates the stress as well. With the Charger logo and working with
yeah,
the Charger, the lightning bolt, some of the images. Did you have to get approval? What was some of the things you ran into with some of the patches that you make when you're selling that image?
Yeah, so a lot of the older stuff, if you see it, does have like the lightning bolt, like the actual Chargers logo lightning bolt. As the years go by, I'm trying to get away from that. Because that's why I said 95% of the stuff I design is my personal designs, right? Obviously, I didn't create the Chargers logo, that's an NFL thing, right? So no, I didn't get any like permission or anything like that. But all the old stuff, I mean, because I didn't know, like I said, I didn't know. One, I didn't know this business was going to turn out the way it is, right? And two, as I grew with the business and I grew with the designs and stuff like that, I started realizing like, yeah, you know what? Let me make it the 95% of stuff I design. Let's go at it at 100%. It's difficult to kind of make a Chargers logo without like a Chargers bolt, So that's kind of what I'm still trying to figure out. But yeah, little by little, I'm getting away from like the actual like trademark stuff. I mean, everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I haven't gotten a cease and desist letter yet, but if it happens, obviously I'll get it. But yeah, as in like getting like doing custom work and stuff like that, and getting away from all those like NFL logos and stuff. That's in the near future for me as well, though, for sure.
Yeah, I see that because I know someone that's kind of ran into some of those issues, just trying to build their brand. One thing I like to ask you is, have you ever thought about like some of the work that you do and some of the imagery or images that you have? Have you tried trademarking them or try to copyright them in any way? The way that they're, like just like your hat, the way that's done.
Yeah.
You looked at that type of stuff, or you just, haven't really got around to that?
Nah, no trademark yet. I mean, I should, but I mean, I'll old school trademark you, bro. Like if I see you doing my stuff, like, I mean, you know my stuff from anybody else's stuff, dude. I'm not saying it would never happen. And if it does, I mean, it happens, bro. I mean, the what is it? Was that like the flattery? If they take your shit, be flattered about it or whatever they say. Yeah. No, but I mean, no, I haven't trademarked any of my stuff. Like I said, I've barely had my website for a year and a half already. I think going on 2 years, I want to say. I think, and little by little, I'm getting into like the more professional side of it. Like I said, I mean, like I talked to Complex about it. My guy George, the one that I look up to, and like he's been hit with cease and desist, so he's always advised me, hey, like start shining away from that stuff. I'm like, yeah, no, for sure. Padre stuff is super sensitive, dude. Super sensitive to do. Yeah, like I mean, that's why I haven't really touched Padre stuff, and like I said, just this year I was gonna start doing Padre stuff, but I don't think I'm ready for it yet. And yeah, I think that's why I'm gonna push it into 2025. And like I said, just moving forward with the business, it's gonna be moving that 95% of drawings into 100% of my own personal drawings, and yeah, just to get away from all that type of trademark stuff. It's difficult, dude. It's difficult.
It is, man. Just when you mentioned the Padres, I know it's a pain in the butt with that brown, man. Trying to put anything with the Padres because they definitely on top of that. I'm gonna ask a couple more questions and I'm gonna pass it back to Razak. But I wanted to, one of the things I want you to talk about is the confidence, because it seems like you have a lot of confidence in what you're doing and how you're handling your business, just like you was talking about checking somebody if they got your stuff the right way. Where do you get that from, or do you think that's just something that you need to have in in an entrepreneurial style business, when you're putting everything on the line yourself? Talk a little bit about that, where you got that.
You gotta be. So again, I'm gonna always rephrase back to Complex, man. As Depot Complex. one of the things, one of his sayings that always stuck to me is that he always says in posts is design shit you would rock, you personally would rock, you know. And to me, that right there is like, I mean, like the best advice I could give anybody, you know. Don't just do it for the money. Don't just do it. Like I said, I'm not doing it for the money at all, dude. You know, like not at all. And yeah, I mean, it's just I'm doing it for the love of the sport, for the love of the art. I mean, like it's like there's designs in my patches that are like more personal to me than other designs, right? And yeah, dude, you just got to be confident about it, man. I mean, just when I first started this brand, I guess I didn't ask anybody. Like I honestly didn't. I didn't run it by anybody. I mean, I should have, but my fear was they're gonna be like, nah, that's kind of whack. Oh, it hasn't been done for that reason, you know, because nobody's gonna fuck with it. Like I didn't want to second guess myself by somebody else telling me shit, you know. And I think that's where people mess up. It's just like, hey, I got this idea. It's kind of stupid, you know. And then you start getting in your head like, well, fuck, maybe it is kind of stupid. I'd rather not do it, you know. For me, it was that, but a mixture of, well, fuck, I feel like I got this really good idea. I'm not gonna blab about it because what's stopping you guys from taking this idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, for so it was like I didn't want to talk too much about it when I started it, because I was like, nah, just this is my idea. I'm gonna run with it. You know? Yeah. But yeah, you just gotta be confident, dude. You gotta be confident. Um, a lot of people do it, like I said, for the money of it. They're trying to just make a quick buck, and you know, if you do it, go for it. You know, I mean, you're only gonna get a quick buck. But I think the reason why I got so much support behind of what I do is because, like I told you, like I'm there in the fucking trenches, dude. I'm row one at fucking games. We're in zone seat, section 103, 102. I mean, the first three rows we got it on lock. We come out on TV. We come out on NFL shows where we're on fucking posters at the training facility. There's this huge like up and down wallpaper of all of us from year one at StubHub. I mean, we're no stranger to cameras. We're not camera whores either. Like the camera's gonna come to you no matter what. Just wait for it. Don't ask for the fucking attention, you know. And I think me being the way I am and getting coached by these older guys that I hang out with, you know, kind of like changed my mindset to like, hey, let me be a little more mature about this shit, you know. And I put that kind of mindset into my business, which is like, hey, you know what, like, should I do this stupid patch, like kind of R-rated patch? I was like, nah, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just kind of keep it like steady right here. And like I said, there is a couple like drug references on my patches, but you know, you gotta throw one or two in there, you know. But yeah, man, for the most part, it's more like I have fun with it. Um, you know, I don't really care if people like it or not. Um, I'm doing pre-sales on the t-shirts just because it is expensive, but I never do pre-sales on like patches because when I design a patch, it's just like that's what I want. I want to throw that patch out there for the world to see. You know, if they fuck with it, they fuck with it. They don't. You know, and people got to learn how to do that stuff. You know, and that's why it was really hard for me because these patches aren't free. You know what I'm saying? They're not fucking free. Like I wish I was getting them free, you know. And if I take an L on a design, like I took a big L on a design. And trust me, there's been some designs where I've taken huge L's on them, dude. And there's some designs that are, you know, they've helped up the company. You know, they've held the company together.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I really love what you said, man. You know, I'm gonna pass this off. My last question for now, and I'll pass it to Razak. But I want to make this statement. You really amplify something. I think everybody should take to heart. Is that when you talked about having your idea and you go, you know, ask somebody about it, and then all of a sudden they give you all this talk, and
Yeah.
you know, you don't know what they thinking, and then they shut you down. They make it seem like, man, you know what, that's a messed up
Yeah.
idea, and then you don't move on what you know in your head is something that can make you money, and you take the risk. That is entrepreneurial. You know, the journey of being an entrepreneur is because you take that risk and you go on
Exactly.
your own without anybody else. And so I like to ask a little bit about how do you equate that for our youth? You know, what can you say to them about, you know, taking chance in the business because they got a lot of ideas. They got a lot of stuff that they're doing at
course.
home, whether it's music, whether it's art and stuff like that. What can you say to them from your experience?
Yeah, I would say master the art first. You know what I'm saying? Don't be putting, shitty stuff out there just because you can. Anybody could make a shirt, anybody could make a drawing, anybody could draw on a hat, but master it first though. Once you're happy with it, that's when you kind of, in my personal opinion, that's when you throw it out to the world, bro. Again, it goes back to, Ezebo complex. It's rock shit you design shit you would rock. Me, I got fuck it. I wish I could show you all the damn hats I have. I probably have about close to 100 hats, fitted, snapbacks, all types of hats. I don't wear a hat until I draw on it. Like I don't wear I don't wear it. Like I mean, maybe if I go to the post office real quick, I'll put it on there. But yeah, and even when I do draw on a hat, and I don't like the artwork on the hat, I buffer it, dude. I just go over it again and I'll retry it. So yeah, dude, I don't like it. So as if you're coming up and you're a youngster and you're trying to, get your brand up and stuff like that, make sure your brand is legit. Make sure you got your files right. So I've seen some pixelized files that look like shit. Master your craft first, and then and then throw it out to the world, bro. Because once you master that shit, it's gonna be so easy, dude. It's gonna be super easy. And you're gonna walk different. You're gonna walk with more confidence. Knowing that like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like what I drew is it's on like, 20, 30 t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And if you're happy with that design, you're gonna be happy with those 20, 30 t-shirts. If you're not happy with that design, you're gonna be like, oh fuck, here comes a guy with my fucked up shirt. I mean that's just how I think about it, like the Bull Pride Panzones logo, like the one I got back there on the flag. I worked hard on that logo, dude. I did. I mean, that's a Bull Pride logo. That's our club. But I redesigned it. Like I pretty much drew it like from scratch. Even though it looks the same, only I know the little nooks and crannies that I had to fill in and the tweaks. I mean, I moved the boat a little bit this way. I spread open the word Bull Pride. There's like tons of little stuff I did, and I finally got it. I got it made. I made it into a patch, into flag. Like now, I'm happy with it. Like I'm ecstatic over that design, But I mastered the art first, and then I put it out there for the world to see it. And I think that's where the youth kind of fuck up. It's just like they want to rush things. They want $100 like right now. You know what I'm saying? They need the money right now. You know what I'm saying? And they never master their craft that they're good at. So yeah, I think that, dude. I think just master what you got. Don't try to do 10, 20 things at once. Work on one thing, work on the next thing. And yeah, just be confident about what you got.
Right.
I think that's important. Razak?
Yeah, man. I'm liking what I'm hearing, man. I also have a opinion on how you said people might steer you wrong and say that your ideals aren't good enough to start into a business, and you got to sometimes keep it to yourself and do it on your own without any outside help or knowledge. You know what I mean? I'm just going to do this, and then then once I get it together, then I'm going to hey, this is what I'm doing. It's a lot of things that I've done in life, but drawing and stuff. I'll be drawing. I got some stuff I want to do right now. Put on some shirts and stuff like that. I got some drawings and stuff put away. I got a little drawing book over here. You know what I mean? I haven't really did, and I want to get into a lot of these things I'm seeing, like your patches and stuff. A lot of creative mind type stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm just looking at right now. So right now I'm getting my education. You guys are mentoring me, really. As I see how you guys are doing, I'm like, well, I got so many different things I could do now. You know what I mean? Versus like you said, I wanted to ask you about the drawings. You said you was doing a illustrator on Apple or something like that for the vector files. Is that a specific software that you would have to get to do that? Is that just a regular laptop or what?
Yeah,
just the app.
It's an app. I use that. I don't use that one as often. I mainly do Procreate. I mainly use Procreate. Yeah. Procreate's with the iPad, because you have to buy the pen, like the little Apple pen. And then and again, dude, I mean, I've had the iPad for about, I think, going on 2 years, and I'm still learning. You know, like I'm still learning the software. I'm still learning how to do this and that. I remember, I mean, dude, it takes me a long time, and somebody told me, dude, you're taking like 6-7 extra steps, dude. You could be doing this and that and that. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm cool, bro. Like, as long as it's coming out the way I like it, I'm cool with it. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And one other thing, real quick, when you're doing these boats, I was listening to when he was asking you about the copyrights. Now, can't you just alter the boat where it's at, and then it becomes your own design? You know what I mean? Not have it like, you know how it jags someplace and it points to a different place.
Yeah.
You just change where those are. Wouldn't it become more your ideal or something like that?
I guess you could, but I mean, it's that's the thing with the Charger boat, is such just a specific logo. Like, you could tell it's different, you know. Now, I also draw everything. Like, I don't take images from the internet and down, like you see a Charger boat, I drew that shit. It's not that hard to draw a fucking Charger boat either, you know. But yeah, it still looks. I mean, it's still a Charger boat, you know. I mean, that's the NFL Chargers boat, you know, as opposed to just getting a Lightning boat off the internet or drawing your own, you know. I did a design which is it's an SD. It's similar to like the Padres SD, but I put a Lightning bolt through it. And I mean, I think that's kind of what you're saying, but like, that's the cop, like, you know, you can kind of get away with it. And I did that on purpose for that reason, because again, I know how Padres are with the whole copyright stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess it just, well, within time, you know, little by little, I'm also learning as well. Well, little tweaks and little things I could do to kind of make it more my own and stuff, similar but my own, you know. And yeah, dude, I mean, lately what I've been kind of working on is putting more of me into my design. So, like there's a logo I got. It's my personal mini truck. Like, you know, it's on the Generations 2 patch. Oh shit, yeah, Generations 2 patch. It's called Professional Chargers Tailgater. Like, I didn't just grab a random truck off the internet. Like, that's my personal like '94 Toyota mini truck, you know. And yeah, I think when you start kind of doing things like that, it makes it easier to like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna put a Charger boat on it. I'm gonna just put something that's mine, you know, or you know, your own personal stuff, right? I could outline myself, you know, and do like a silhouette of myself, and there you go. I could say that's a Chargers logo, right, or a Chargers design, even though it's just myself. It's not really like a silhouette of like one of the players or something, you know. But it is tough though. It really is tough because people want the player stuff, you know. Like, it's like you're trying to
original,
like, yeah, you want to be original, but the customers, I guess, I mean, I hate calling customers, but you know, the people, they want this, they want specifically that, they want like a Rivers patch, they want a Herbert patch, they want this and that. I mean, that's why even like this one right here, like, I didn't put Herbert on it, I put offensive rookie here. I mean, it's the font, you know, it's the jersey font, you know, it's the Lightning bolts, but I didn't put Herbert on it. I mean, you know, same thing with like the LT. I didn't put Tomlinson on it. I put GOAT. You know, I put GOAT, and then on the Sayal, I put a Sayal, but I spelled it the way they would have it in the old school, which is SAY and then OW, like say out. You know, yeah. So again, just seeing like all my buddies who have small businesses and stuff like that, you know, kind of like they're giving me advice. I'm kind of, you know, picking and choosing what I take from them, and you know, and then like kind of molding it to my own style. That's kind of where I'm at right now, moving forward with the business. Again, I'm doing a lot of calligraphy stuff, so like the graffiti art, even the Por Vida logo. That's my personal letters. It's Old English letters, but it's Old English mixed with graffiti. That's always been my style of calligraphy. And then you see that on my hats. You know, you see like Old English style S's next to like a graffiti I, you know, or you know, stuff like that. So as long as you just put yourself into your designs, I mean, you'll be all right. You know, you'll be all right. Yeah, I mean, I made my baby logo when he was he even born? No, he wasn't even born yet. I made my little boy a logo. I made my little sister a logo. Again, the Patches logo is just, I mean, this one right here. Yeah, dude. I mean, I put my truck. Everybody knows I got a minivan now. It's a 2000 Toyota Sienna. That's just a hauler, dude. That's what we take up to the tailgates, and we call it the Bang Bus. So I'm already trying to do a fucking logo with that fucking van, dude, because that van is known all over San Diego, dude. Oh yeah, that van is known all over San Diego. So just like that, things like that, dude. Things like that, and I'm blessed to be around these people. I'm blessed to be able to go to the game. So I never fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? I don't just have a random car and be like, oh yeah, this car's cool because I say so. Nah, like they see that fucking van going 110 up the fucking north, dude. You know? Yeah, just packed with tables and canopies, bro. You know?
That's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you one more question, and let's try to get on your website and see what we can see what we can find on there. We can talk.
Oh yeah, look, I was about to say, pick and choose some designs, man. I always love to talk about them. Pick and choose any design you want, pin, patch, whatever. But yeah.
Okay, let's take a. Well, let me ask you this first. You mentioned a club. Do you have a club that you started? That banner for the club?
Yeah, so we're I mean it's we call ourselves like a family, you know. There's no membership, there's no fees, there's no nothing like that. We're all really a fucking family, dude, you know, and we're part of Boat Pride Worldwide, and we have Charger fans like literally like all over the fucking world, dude. I mean, I've been to Japan, I've kicked it with shout out Japan, Masahiro. We got Boat Pride Italy, Boat Pride Germany, we got Denmark. I mean, Mexico. Oh my God, dude, the guys in Mexico City, dude, those guys are some crazy bunches right there. My guy Vampi, Los Cuates, everybody's cool down there. That's actually something I'm trying to start or do is maybe once a year, if possible, if not every other year, go down to Mexico City and catch an away game with those guys, and just literally just go to Mexico City to watch a fucking football game with those guys, you know. And yeah, man, I mean we tailgate together. We Thunder Alley is it's what we call the tailgate section. There's, I think, close to 56 spots, I believe there is. And Thunder Alley is the ultimate collaboration of Charger fans. So you got Botrachos, which are from LA. You got Los Rayos from LA. You got Boat Pride, which is us. Swoop and D. You got a THBC. They're like across the parking. Who else you got? Super D, IE Die Hard. You got my guy Bolt Dogs. So it's all those names I just mentioned. There's about 7 to 10 cars that go into Thunder Alley. We all park, boom, 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 boom. We all park next to each other. We all work together. We all connect to one DJ. And we got a bunch of speakers that connect to that one DJ, so you're not kind of battling with each other. Once the Chargers left San Diego, it's like for us in San Diego, the tailgate is a huge thing, you know. And we lost the tailgate already. So instead of competing with each other and competing with the guys in LA, we got together with the guys in LA, the Charger fans in LA, and we say, hey, dude, let's just make a big old fucking party, dude. And that's what Thunder Alley is. That's what Thunder Alley is. And Boat Pride is just one piece of Thunder Alley, dude. No one club or crew controls Thunder Alley. It's all just everybody makes it work. We have a Thunder Alley group chat. It's myself with I think like 14 other guys, and yeah, man. I mean, every game day Sunday, dude. Well, fuck, Thursday, Friday, we have the head count already. Hey, Boat Pride, we got 10 cars. Both guys got 5. You know, Die Hard's got 7. You know, and we make the layout on the parking lot. We use Google Maps and shit, and we fucking lay it out how we're gonna park. Because we only got 4 hours to tailgate, bro. So we gotta hurry the fuck up, dude. You know how many beers can you take to the head in 4 hours, bro? You know that's the main goal. And yeah, man. You know, with Boat Pride, I mean, we're no strangers to partying, man. You know, we do it right. And this last year's when I started the Boat Pride Panzones, which is that right there, back there. And Panzones is chubby. That's a translate to chubby in Spanish, right? And it was an inside joke at first, and I just rolled with it, bro. I rolled with it, and there's myself, Johnny Boat Pride, Boat Dogs Ricky, my guy Angel, and my guy Big Dan from the Rayos, and we just somebody just said Boat Pride Panzones. I don't fucking know. We're all fat, you know. And I'm like, again, my little juice started flowing, and I'm like, all right. And this was I think like 2 years ago, dude. I think it was like 2 years ago, like one of the last games 2 years ago. And during the off season, you know, I started doing my thing, and I was like, yo, this thing is sick, dude. So it's still Boat Pride. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know, I started the Boat Pride Panzones with my guys, but we're still Boat Pride. We're still under the Boat Pride umbrella, you know. And me mixing my love for the club Boat Pride with a family Boat Pride with my business and the patches, I made a Boat Pride Panzones patch. You cannot buy that patch. You could offer me $100, $200, $300. I'm not gonna sell you that fucking patch. You know, I have that patch under lock and key. Nobody has those patches. You gotta earn that fucking patch. All right. And we did so many trials, dude. We did so many trials and errors of how you could earn that patch, which is why there's a taco and a beer on it. So the official rules of Boat Pride Panzones, if you're 240 pounds or over, you got to do it in 45 seconds. If you're 240 and under, you got 40 seconds. Because if you're skinny, you're gonna fucking work for it. You know, you can't be calling yourself Panzones if you're like a buck, you know, $110. You know. So 40 seconds or 45 seconds. Within those 45 seconds, you got to shotgun a beer, eat a taco, and you got to fucking take a shot in 45 seconds. Yeah, and if you look at the IG, I posted a shitload of videos of people failing or winning, you know. And we don't discriminate if you're a Charger fan or not. I mean, we always say we call it fan unity. You could be a fucking Vikings fan, you could be a fucking Cowboy fan, you know. You try out, you know. That's my contribution to Thunder Alley right there. You pull up, you want to try it out. You know, if you do it, I got a stopwatch right there. You know, if you do it, you get a fucking patch for free, bro. You know, and because of the funding that I make because of the patches, I was able to purchase those patches, you know, and they're free, you know. So again, everything I do with my business, I put it back to my fund, and yeah, dude, that's probably the origins of Boat Pride Panzones right there. And yeah, anybody and everybody could try out, you know. But again, we don't have we do sell like flags and T-shirts, you know. I use the money that I make off of all the other merchandise from Panzones for the patches, right? Because they were not free. But yeah. I mean, but the patches though, yeah, you got to earn those fucking patches. You could buy a shirt and support it, you know. Yeah, and yeah, dude, it's fun, dude. I mean, I remember the second day I did it at one of the tailgates. I had like a line of like 15 homies just holding fucking tacos and shit. Wait, I'll provide you the shot and the beer. I'm not gonna provide you the taco though. You know, you got to get the taco from either my guy Angel, Boat Pride Angel, Viejitos, or Eric, Taco Los Gordos. And again, it goes back to Thunder Alley. Go get your taco from these two guys. Leave a little tip, $5, $10, whatever you want. Get yourself a taco. Bring it back to me. And we're all sharing the wealth right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're all sharing the wealth. They get their $5. You get some good food, a shotgun and a beer for $5. You know, that's
that's a collaboration of other businesses that you work with. These other guys.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I like to think about it that way. You know, I don't ask for. I mean. Those guys already did so much for me. That's just kind of my small way of saying thank you. You know, when my lady was pregnant at the tailgates, I mean, Eric's our Thunder Alley taquero, right? Everybody goes with Eric. Bomb-ass tacos. Huge line, though. Huge line. And he doesn't charge. I mean, you just leave a tip. $5, $10, you get 4 or 5 tacos, whatever you want. That's Thunder Alley for you, bro. When my lady was pregnant, I gotta have my lady fucking waiting for fucking 15 minutes and shit. I'd go through, hey, for fucking big. Okay, cool. Boom, boom. You make me a sad plate. Here you go, bro. Yeah, I'll get it in a minute for my lady. You know, and now for my baby. My baby's a year and a half. He's fucking first row at these Charger games, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's got to fucking eat, so we give him a fucking taco and shit. Eric's always my guy. He's always taking care of me, and this is my way of saying thank you, you know? Same thing with Viejitos Angels. Always have my back. And, you know, I always tell them, hey, shout out to them. Go with them. Tell them, hey, I'm here for the Panzones Challenge. I need a fucking taco. They'll hook you up. They'll get you right. Then you come back to me. I'll pour you your shot or your fucking beer. And, you know, we run the timer. If you're on it, you're on it, you know?
what is that? Like a tall can or is it
it's a can, 12-ounce can. 12-ounce can. If you go to the IG, I posted a shitload of videos. And I shot it myself. I did it in, I think like 32 seconds. 32 seconds or 37 seconds, I think it is, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's head that way. Let's go.
Oh yeah, check it out, man. I mean, it became a Thunder Alley staple, bro. I mean, and I love it, dude. Again, this is why I love it. This is what I do, man. It's to be in a position like this, you know. People out, dude. There's tons of Viking fans have done it. I mean, there's people from all over the NFL that see these videos and be like, "Yo, I gotta run it." Hey, we'll run it. You know. All right. If you're a woman If you're a woman, you got 69 seconds.
Let's see what he got here. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is.
Yeah. And there's some females that have done it, man. There's some females that you know. If you scroll down, let's see, there's my
This is
little
that patch you
boy.
just showed a little while ago, right?
Oh, that's a sticker. It's not a patch yet, but yeah,
That's a sticker.
that's a yeah. That I actually just released hats today. Well, sneak peek of hats today. Again, I'm working on clothing and stuff. So, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
619.
And then we scroll down. No, keep going all the way down because it was all during the game, during game day and stuff. So I gotta keep going. Keep going. Let me see. Keep going.
Can you blow much bigger? Was that?
I kind of like that one right there. Well,
can you make it bigger? Was that?
Well, we can just
Instagram.
we can't make it
I
any
don't know.
bigger. We
can.
Yeah. The picture itself doesn't go any bigger than this.
Yeah.
Because it's I have to hit.
So I started releasing the patches at like events and stuff, you know. So that's actually a collaboration with you met him, my guy Billis, made in San Diego. That's the guy when I met you guys at the pop-up. Yeah, that was we did a collab on that with t-shirts and I made it into a patch. Keep going. There's one right there.
This one?
Yeah. He tested it out for it. I don't know if he won or not. Who's that? Oh, that's Big Mo right there. That's VWO. It's way harder than you think, bro. It's way harder than you think. Oh, I didn't play. I didn't play the whole thing. That's crazy. Did it reset? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it looked like.
Oh no! Here, go to another one.
Oh man,
that's crazy. Here, go down. Let's see. I got a friend of mine. Although that's pretty much a view to our seats right there. I go down.
Oh, this right. Oh, that was a.
Okay. Go up right there.
It looked like it was a little taco. That should be doable right there.
It's way harder than you think, bro. It's way harder than you think. Yeah.
You gotta chew the taco, man. Otherwise, you're gonna choke.
Yeah. Those are all just releases of if you go up a little bit, like go up like 2 rows right there. You see that truck right there? That's actually that's my personal truck to the left. That's the patch I was talking about.
Yeah.
And in the chart, I don't know if they got eyes on me or not, man, but the Chargers all of a sudden made like a little truck design, and I'm like, well, I don't know, you know.
Oh man.
And then the one on the left, that's my '94 mini truck right there, professional Chargers tailgater. And then this thing popped out like 2 weeks later. I'm like, I don't know.
So you made this, and then on their site they came up with this.
Yeah, I mean, look at even the plate, bro. Even on mine,
number one fan.
It doesn't say 1904 on my real truck, but I put the 1904, which is San Diego, you know. And I got the little grill, I got the beer can, you know, and I mean, that's my '94 mini truck right there. That's my baby right there. Yeah. So again, I don't know if they got eyes on me or not. I mean, you know, I don't care, but it's like, come on, you guys got to do better than that.
I mean, that's good.
You never know, man. It's gonna happen this season.
You know,
motivating these billionaire guys.
Somebody told me that all of a sudden, now that they're announcing the players, that they're starting to do like a graffiti, like a graffiti kind of like background. I'm like, come on! I dropped my sketches and my stuff. All of a sudden, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it could be. It could
That's what I'm saying, man. You better copyright some of this stuff, man.
Let them, man. I want my truck to be seen everywhere.
Yeah.
What is that?
Your shit gonna be on the move.
Yeah. These are just stickers, just random designs. Yeah.
Sure.
And then like those sugar skulls that you see right there, those are actually like my personal buddies. Those are my friends that I travel out with. So I drew all those, dude. I drew all those right there.
Man, you know, I wanted to ask you that too. Now, when you're drawing these, are you drawing them on a big piece of paper and they shrink them down into these, or do you have to draw them that small? And is that
no? It's just with the iPad. I draw it on the iPad, and then these are 3-inch stickers, so I mean, you can make it a 4-inch sticker. It's still gonna be the same logo. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. So when you draw it on the iPad, you I'm trying to figure like the intricacy of it. Like, does it have to be a certain kind of way? Like, so say like you wanted to detail the grill right here. Would you have to have drawn that bigger?
Oh,
to get that?
No, I just zoom in. So the iPad, when I start the iPad, it's just the size of the screen. It's like a paper. My iPad is a 12-inch iPad, so it's like the size of a notebook paper. And then whatever I fit in there, that's what I fit in there. And then I could, yeah. There is, I do like the grill. I moved it a little bit because at first the grill was like over my tail lights, and I was mad. I was like, nah, like you need to see my tail lights, bro. Like I want my truck to be the center of the attention,
Right.
Yeah. And then let's see what else we got. So lit like all that. I went to Mexico City just to go release those. So if you see right there in the middle, that middle one right there that has like right there. So one thing I started doing with the pins, I'm sorry, is because all my pins are numbered. They're 1 through 100, right? And I only make 100 of them. Once they're sold out, they're sold out. Pin number 69, because we can and we're mature. I always do like a 69 bundle. So if you're lucky and you get pin number 69, I'll hook you up with a lanyard, sticker, a flag, So that's just again, you gotta have fun with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're just hard ass about it and just here's your shit. Nah, dude, I want to have fun with it, and that's just why, because we can.
Is there a story behind this smiley face with and then the skull?
Yeah, so that one, I wanted to brand out. So the smiley face with the lightning bolts and the tongue sticking out, that's actually like a Chargers thing that they came up with like 2 years ago, I think. Actually, no, they're like maybe 4 years ago, I want to say. And that's one of the things where I was saying that I'm kind of trying to like get away from that trademark stuff. So I made my own. Like I just made my own, and I draw sugar skulls, like the Mexican sugar skulls. And I just cut it in half, and it's just like half of it is the skull, and I just started doodling, dude. I just started doodling. Yeah. That's part of the Por Vida collection, which is like the sugar skull designs, the Mexican sugar skulls.
Sugar skulls.
Mm-hmm. I made it into a pin, and then right there, if you click on the middle one with the that one, that's actually me, my buddy Johnny Bo Pride with the 55 mask, and that's compa George with the sombrero. Those are my day ones. Those are my road dogs, and I drew them into sugar skulls. I drew them into sugar skulls. I made them into patches and pins. I surprised them with it. And yeah, dude, they were on board. This is what I mean by I got a dope support team behind me, and then I hooked them up, I made pins. I gave them a shitload of pins, right? I made stickers and patches. I gave them a handful of that stuff as well. And yeah, dude, people loved them. People loved them.
So okay, so when these patches, these are like the sew on. You got to sew these. So the person would have to sew them on or get them sewed on, right?
You can, yeah. So they got the iron-on adhesive on the back. I always recommend stitching them on though, because when we travel everywhere, I fucking I even made a condom. Because I can't.
Oh, this is right.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your own condoms.
Yeah. So you want to talk about poor marketing, man? I actually dropped that condom on my website like a month after my baby was born, which is not the best marketing. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize because my baby was born in November, and I dropped this I think like late January, getting ready for Valentine's Day. I think it was.
Man.
But man, this
is crazy. That's crazy.
You got your own condom line. Wow,
oh man.
Patches.
Put it on that.
One of the comments on there, too late. Yeah, you're too late.
Exactly.
Let's see what is. Oh, is this no? Is this a sticker?
Oh yeah, that's Vegas. That's a sticker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you got Modelo to sponsor you or something?
No. I just put it's a fucking sticker, dude. I made so that logo is like, again, that's probably the best selling logo. The F Your Nation, obviously, a nod to the Raider Nation guys. And
Right.
yeah, I mean that's all they say, and I'm like, all right, well, then fuck your nation, dude. Like, big
Oh,
old
so this
middle
is the Raiders
finger.
game because that's the Raiders guy right there.
Yeah, that's in
Welcome
Vegas.
home, Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's in
Good in
Vegas.
Mexico. Wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And again, bro, I mean the Raider fans, they know who I am. They love the design. They support it. I mean you seen how many fuck the Chargers logos I've seen? Come on, yeah. We got T-shirts and stuff.
So
I
these
mean
are the
just
patches.
yeah.
Yeah, patches we
Yeah,
just talking about.
yeah, those are the.
Chargers.
This one was very difficult to create because I wanted to make my own captain's patch,
Hmm.
and yeah, it was just. I mean, the first patch I actually put my jersey's got about close to 45 patches on my jersey, and one of actually the first patch I actually put on my jersey was a captain's patch, and I've always wanted to create my own captain's patch, so I kind of made like a Chargers inspired captain's patch with a lightning bolt going through it. That's a military appreciation, and then the awareness one as well on the left.
Here, because it got the what is that? The little green,
The digital
greenish
camo,
thing.
yeah, the
Mm,
digital camo, yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And I measured it out to make it look exactly the same size as the captain's patch that they wear for like on field jerseys. Mm. Yeah, that's all the
Let's
F Your Nation logos, flags.
let's see. Is this you right here
Yeah,
with the
yeah, with the mask, the
oh, that's you on
visor.
TV.
Yeah. I don't know. One of the Charger Raider games, yeah.
Man, you be masked up like that, huh? Covered
Oh
up.
yeah, you have to, yeah. It hides your red eyes when you're taking 3-4 shots in a minute, bro.
Oh
you know.
man.
Yeah, no, it's cool, dude. It's cool. It's I mean, we know all the photographers. I mean, that shot right there, if you go up on the right
Yeah,
of that shot was shot probably about no lie, about 45 yards away with that's my buddy Kirby. Kirby Lee, he's a photographer for USA Today. He shot that from the field like at like the fucking 30-yard line or something with this like
man.
crazy huge telescope lens. Dude, you can see the little Lego guy I fucking glued to my hat. Like, come on.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Every year I change
that's
hats. Like, I
just
change a different hat. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I was like, yo, this is one of the dopest shots. And again, the where we're sitting to the end zone, it's about 15 yards. It was at like the 30. So he shot that and he sent me an email. Hey, bro, here's the original files. Cool, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Real cool people that we meet through our journeys. Yeah. You got the London
Yeah.
patch on the jersey right there.
I can imagine y'all new, people that you would meet with, especially this kind of imagery.
Oh no, yeah, it's
West
awesome, dude.
Coast
I mean,
boat thing.
yeah, that's a buddy of mine right there. I'm trying to get better at posting on social media.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
not too sure who that is.
That looks crazy.
But yeah,
Man.
that's Thunder Alley right there, dude. It's cool. It's a
Oh,
good
that's
time.
the man.
Mm.
All right, let's see. Damn, somebody got a tattoo, huh?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's I think like I think 5 or 6 buddies of mine already have the. I don't have it yet. I need to get it. my whole right thigh is gonna be full of my designs, my favorite
Oh
designs. Yeah.
man, that's crazy. Yeah,
Mm.
that's really repping the Chargers and
Yeah.
the people, the fans and stuff right there.
Yeah.
Now these is what you now these have your patches on them, like these things right
Yeah.
here. Like,
Yeah. All
let's
those are
pull
my
this one.
patches. Yeah. So this is just again, this is when I first. I mean, if you look at the date, this is back in 2021, dude. I was still kind of new to reposting my
Down here.
stuff, and yeah.
Mhm.
So it was just people that would buy my stuff and send me pictures of what they were doing with the patches, and I would
Mhm.
just post them just to if you buy that heart patch and you don't know where to go, just hey, look, this is how it looks on a color rush jersey. This is how the captain's patch looks on the color rush or the Eckler. Just stuff like that.
Mhm.
Again, I'm horrible at posting, dude. I suck at posting. I need to get better
No,
on it, but
this is good. This
yeah,
is just like you said. This is if people are saying, hey, what I'm gonna do with this patch? This is what you do with it. You
yeah.
throw it
Well, I
on.
mean, I
You put it
tried.
on.
Yeah, yeah,
Put it on there when you go to the game.
yeah. So that was the first logo I did for the patches, Pinche Ositopatches. Actually, I dropped so that one's actually my my original logo for myself, like myself. That I had that logo before I even had the company, and yeah, but I was still new to designing stuff. I didn't know what the hell to put, and yeah, I just put Pinche Ositopatches, and that's before I dropped the word pinche because it's kind of a bad word, kind of not a bad word. Depends how you translate it in English and shit. But yeah, then I just dropped it. I wanted to get something more original and stuff, you know, and it's still the little teddy bear and stuff, and I just put like a patch across his fucking mouth. I don't know what else to do.
Nah, I mean, what's it? That's how you get yourself known right there, man.
Yeah.
This is definitely something unique right here when you go to the games. I mean, I haven't personally been to the tailgate. You know, I'm not really a fan of too many teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've always once I could find me a team I could root for, like a fan, you know, then I would go to them. But
yeah, heck yeah, dude, you guys, we'll fucking take you with open arms. So this is all just, I mean, you go to the games, and I mean, you know, 90% of the Charger jerseys that have a patch, it's one of mine. You know, and I always joke around it. If you got more than 3 patches on your jersey and none of them are from me, you tell that guy he sucks. you boo that man, dude. You tell him you suck, dude. Boo, you know. It's like, come on, that just means you live under a rock, or you don't like me for some reason, which is probably the second part. That's at Washington.
Crazy.
On the sick one, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we shot that one to Food's Gone Wild, man. He digged it, man. He liked it.
Man, you out there, huh? It was definitely out there.
And like I said, we don't fake the funk, bro. You know, we're there. We're at the games. I mean, it's a good time, dude. It's a good time. And like, I'm my own advertisement. You know what I'm saying? I'm my own advertisement. I'm a walking advertisement myself. You know, and you, like I said, Complex always says, dude, design stuff you would rock, and that's the stuff I rock.
All right, let's I got another thing right here. Let's get into your actual web page right here real fast.
Yeah. I always love, like, I love when people ask me about the designs and stuff.
Yeah,
like you see, like that smiley face. Yeah, that's the original. Like, yeah, that one's just the fucking Charger smiley face that I didn't know what to do. You know, I didn't have that many designs at the time. That's the second patch I did. So I just fucking did it. But yeah, once that one sells out, I only have a couple left. I'm never gonna bring that one again. I won't bring it back. Yeah.
Limited time edition.
Pretty much, yeah.
Man. All right. Well, you was talking earlier when you had mentioned some of these patches. Boat gang or don't bang. Boat gang. I like some of these things, man. Don't bang. All right, so let's go to you said you got some. Let's go to your clothing because we did a lot of patches.
No, I did I do pre-sales and then I take it off. That's just one or two things that I have. But pins, I mean, pins are cool. Flags, yeah, clothing. I do pre-sales for a week and then I take it off.
Take it off.
Yeah. But I'm working with my buddy to have them year round on my website, and hopefully that's a project we're gonna start doing around August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So clothing right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I ran oh shit, I forgot. I ran a huge flag sale. I was supposed to take those off too.
Sold out. I mean, that's good to see that you sold out. So you know, at least you're moving them.
Yeah, no, well, we're just liquidating those because we're trying to get new designs in and stuff. But even like doing Thunder Alley flags, I mean, I had to put that flag up to a vote, you know. Well, that design that I drew, like I had to put it up for a vote because people try to make Thunder Alley stuff and just oh shit. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. And they try to make money off Thunder Alley, but it's like you can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If we catch somebody making like a Thunder Alley T-shirt and selling it for personal gain, like that, like I said, you know, we'll fucking yeah, we'll trademark you the old school way, you know. Yeah, and then we've caught a couple people. I mean, we're just like, hey, bro, yo, come on, because you didn't make Thunder Alley. Like I said,
right.
Thunder Alley isn't ran by one person or not, So, and even with those flags, I gave probably 5, 6 of them to each of the guys and stuff, and hand them out to your people and stuff like that. It was more than just to get the representation out there,
Yeah. Oh, I like the way this is right here too.
Oh, that
Got
was good.
the way the teams is, yeah.
So that one
like
is
the run of the play.
that one you got to run. That one's the cocaine one.
Cocaine one.
Yeah. So that's about a bolsita, like the little baggie.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Now you see it.
Oh, now I see it. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's where we put the lines. That's where we put the lines. That's my truck.
Professional Chargers, tailgate. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got flag. So that's at least you're there. I like the multitude that you have. Different things are, and that you're just coming up with this stuff familiar with the Chargers. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, something that's just I drew that up with my iPad. That's Old English mixed with a little bit of graffiti.
I guess let's do this one.
Yeah, that one's cool. That's same thing with the
Vida.
Por Vida, yeah, it translates to for life, like Bull Pride for life.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, man. I mean, that's been the best. Like one of my favorite designs that I did. And yeah, I mean, I made that into a patch, a pin, stickers.
Yeah, man, you got a lot of good stuff. Let's see let's just see what the yard sale has on it.
Oh yeah, you're just random crap that people would give me.
Sold out. Man, he's sitting there.
Yeah, just
man.
Because I gave a lot of stuff away. And,
this stuff is moving right here.
Yeah. Just random stuff. Because I'm like, well, I don't want to just throw it away. I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, that one's kind of more of like just I got stuff laying around. I put it up on the website. I don't use eBay or nothing like that.
I like that Charger hat right there. I like that hat right there.
With
that one, yeah, that one's from that's one of 5 designs from the Mexico City game in Mexico City when they played the Giants last year.
Oh, okay.
So when the Padres went to Mexico City, yeah. They just coincidence it's a Charger color, but yeah, so we got it from the era in Mexico City.
Yeah, that looks cool. Let's see right here. Yeah, you got a lot of. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
city right here.
Sublimation.
Silhouette of the city.
Yeah, I like that one. I wish it was my size, dude. Holy shit. That thing is dope.
Yeah, well, shit. You get a siege and cut it up and stretch it out. Yeah,
the pins. I did pins last year. Oh yeah, the Skyline. Yeah. Yeah, and I did pins last year for the first time, and they're still like crazy, dude. I enjoyed doing the pins as well a lot. I think next to patches would be pins. Would be my favorite thing to design.
Man, yeah, you got a lot of nice stuff on here. A lot of nice stuff on.
Yeah, you can get those pretty good too.
Let me see. Let me skip to let's see what the second row is, so we get a full account.
Just random pin. This is where I put stuff that's not my personal designs. So yeah, you'll see a lot of stuff that I guess it's just random stuff.
No, they're selling out.
Well, yeah. Well, I only have 1 or 2 of these things, though. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah,
mass producing them and stuff like that.
No, exactly. Yeah. I throw them up there. I mean, somebody just gives me like I said, like the LA thing. Like I mean, they'll give me 1 or 2. I'm like, yeah, sure, I put it up. I mean, to whoever. Or honestly, half the time, I just end up giving it away. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good though. Looks good. Give us like a backstory. What inspired you to make it?
Yeah. So this was actually one of the generation is the year that I dropped these patches. So generation 1 is year 1, generation 2 is obviously year 2, year 3, year 4, etc. So this is one of the earlier versions of the patches I started making. And as the years go by, the designs got a little bit more crazier, a little more complex. The Dale Gas patch, though, that actually translates. It's not really a slang, but it's more of a like a term. Dale Gas is kind of like give it your best, give it your all, And there's actually a Delegas scholarship that shout out to DJ Huicho. I talked to him because that's kind of like his term that he uses with his Chicano studies students. So that's everybody uses the term, you know what I'm saying? But in San Diego, I mean, everybody knows that Delegas scholarship belongs to DJ Huicho. And at the time, my younger brother was graduating high school as well. And, I was telling him, hey, sign up for scholarships, do this and that. It helped me out when I went to college as well. And proceeds of this Delegas patch actually gave to DJ Huicho's scholarship. I mean, I'm selling them for $5. I think I maybe put a couple $100. I wish I could have done more. But yeah, so if you notice, it says V2, that's version 2. Version 1, it did sell out because it's I only made a few of them. Again, this is the first year I was doing it, and I didn't have that much money either to invest in a larger quantity in bulk. And a lot of people liked it. A lot of people like the backstory to it. A lot of people don't even know the backstory to it,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the backstory to it. Talked to DJ Huicho. I hooked him up with a bunch of the patches for his students, for himself. And, just took it from there. And then a lot of people wanted it back. And I made a version 2. I changed it a little bit. Every time I do a version 2 of a patch, I tweak it just a tiny bit. I don't like doing the same thing twice. And yeah, man, I mean, that's the Legas patch is still a fan favorite after many years of being out. And it's number 6. So, I mean, that kind of shows you. Actually, no, it's actually number 4. 1, 2. Oh, no, it's actually number 3. My bad. Yeah, it's actually number 3.
So as we look at this right now on the patches,
yeah,
are these as you made them? Like you made this first, you made that second, you made that third, or?
So yeah, so the tailgate bundle and the patch bundle, I just kind of threw them in there. But yeah, it is. The one that says Osita, that's number 1, and then Smiley version 2 is number 2. Is number 2, and then it goes in order again. So Dale Gas is number 3. Yeah, I kind of messed up the whole little thing. The patch pack, the patch pack. I mean, it just something I started doing. I think the beginning of this year. I just put random patches because I get a lot of text messages because you say it's overwhelming to see how many patches I have. I probably have over 60, I think it is. And they just like, hey, let me just give you $20 to shoot whatever. I'm like, well, you know what? I don't, I mean, if you like this, if you like that, I mean, it's not that hard to just click and choose. But for those who don't want to click and choose, like, dude, just buy a patch pack. I think it's what, three or four for $10, or individuals are 5. So you kind of get a little bit of a discount right there. And it's a marketing thing as well for me. But yeah, no, I mean the patch packs they get sold pretty well as well.
And so you said so you're a Chargers fan, or?
Oh no, of course, yeah. Born and raised San Diego. I know they're relocated, but I mean we're still there. We're still pushing.
Yeah, because I see a lot of Chargers stuff right here.
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
All right, so on some of these, give us let's see if we can pick one that has another story to it of why it was made. Or what inspired you to even make it?
So like the one on top, as you see originals on top, that one no, go down, my bad. The third row right there next to the white smiley face. As you see originals, that one was a big big risk for me. So mind you, I started this business prior to the Chargers relocating out of San Diego. So they've been out of San Diego, I think in 2017. I started this in 2020. So I took a big risk on this design. This is my first San Diego inspired design. I didn't know how the public was going to take it. I didn't know. I mean, I literally cut my market in half every time I do something San Diego based when it comes to the Chargers. And I mean, the people received this and loved this with open arms, dude. This is again a version 2, as you can see. It's the second of it. The first one sold like crazy. It's one of my personal favorite designs. It's got the San Diego skyline, the Charger boat on top. It's kind of like a sunrise type stuff. And yeah, and then originals. It's just like, I mean, me myself. I mean, I'm from San Diego. I consider myself, one of the original Charger fans, from San Diego that's still alive and well. And well, not original, I'm 32. But yeah, no, man, a lot of people love the design, especially it's kind of the like mid-90s era style. The Chargers logo and the designs have changed throughout the years, and this one is kind of more like the Junior Seau early LT era of designs with the white boat. But yeah, man, I mean, it was one of my favorites, which is why I didn't change it a lot. If you have the version 1 of this one, the way you can tell the difference between version 1 and version 2, it's honestly just the exclamation mark at the end of the word originals. That's all I could change. I didn't want to change anything at all.
Okay. All right, that was a good little introduction right there.
Yeah.
What would you say your bucket list is? Like some things that you'd want to do, not in passing as far as death or anything like that, but like some things that you have on your agenda, like once you get your money up, get your time. What is you have some things on the bucket list, to-do list?
Business wise or just my personal thing?
Yeah, your personal thing.
Oh, okay. Not much, bro. Just have a good time and get my truck up. Yeah, my mini truck. That thing's got a bent frame right now, so it's out of commission. Just travel out, dude. I mean, it's goal to 31, which is hit all 31 stadiums. That'll be pretty dope. I'm nowhere near 31 stadiums. I probably got about maybe 10 under my belt, NFL stadiums. Bucket list wise, I mean, yeah, dude, just enjoying time right now. I mean, like I said, I'll probably take all summer off though, from work and just hang out with my little boy. He's a year and a half right now, so he's running around everywhere. We're going to the beaches, going to the parks. But yeah, I mean, I try to catch about 2-3 airplanes a year, and I mean, I mainly save my money for football season, to be honest. I wish I could catch more like Padre games and stuff, but there's just no time in the fucking year. There's no budget in the year as well. But I think that would be pretty dope. I'd say that's probably a bucket list right there, is to go to more baseball games.
Okay.
Because baseball stadiums they're different than NFL stadiums. There's a lot of rich history in baseball stadiums, so it's pretty dope to see. I saw that when I went to Lambeau Field for the first time last year, and it was just the history of those buildings is crazy. Well,
and speaking of, you said you just have a 1-year-old and stuff like that.
yeah.
What would you consider and this is a legacy question of what you're building towards the future, maybe as in a foundation to
For him?
I guess support them, or have you even considered that, or is that even in the thought process?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, I'm one of the younger guys that hangs out with the crowd, and it's crazy to hear stories of like my friends telling my friends' kids, like, man, I remember when you were little running around Qualcomm and stuff, or I've known your dad for 30, 40 years and shit like that. And it's surreal that my son is going to be one of those kids where they're going to tell him all these stories about me, Like I said, I don't know when I'll be done with this patch thing, to be honest. I mean, I kind of joked around that I was going to take a leave of absence this year, actually. But it's not. I think if my job would have panned out the way I would have, I maybe would have considered taking a leave of absence this year for 1 year, because it is stressful doing this patch stuff. It is stressful as hell. But again, dude, I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't having fun. But yeah, it's just for my kid. I think it was more of that. Just try and take as many pictures as I can with him. At the games, I'm actually calming down a little bit at the tailgates, because I would realize, like, yo, I just spent 10 hours in Los Angeles and I didn't even take a single picture. And yes, I'm gonna go next week and do that shit all over again, but that's not the point. It's like you got to enjoy your time now. You know what I'm saying? Like we've lost a good amount of people, a little bit amount of people these past couple of years at the Charger games and stuff, that I have pictures with them, either at StubHub or at SoFi, and and it's just like pictures is all we got now, And at least for like myself with my baby, like, you know, he's only going to be a baby for so many more years and shit, you know? So I want him to have those pictures of him in the first row, him with these football players, him with, you know, my older buddies that, you know, maybe when he's 20, 30 years old, I mean my buddies are going to be in wheelchairs, you know, like God forbid they live, you know, long, prosperous years and stuff, you know? But like, yeah, dude, I mean, it's like, that's what I think about, you know? I know it's years from now, but because I see that now, you know, I see that now, and I see pictures of, like I said, like all these homies from like back in the Qualcomm days and stuff. My kid's never gonna know Qualcomm. My child would never know about Qualcomm. I mean, he probably will know about Qualcomm, but he'll never know what it feels like to run around those fucking circle stairs or circle fucking ramps and shit like that. You know, yeah. How we used to park at the tailgate all fucking sideways. One car could take 3 spots. You know, he will never know about that. You know, and but yeah. So I mean, for moving forward for the future, like SoFi is my kid's home, you know. So it's like I want him to know that, you know, he was there since day one. I mean, shit, he was there when mom was pregnant and stuff, you know, and so he's been there since the belly and shit, you know, putting it down at all these games. So I think more of like I wouldn't leave this business to him because I don't know how many years I got left in the tank to draw and design, you know, but yeah, for the baby itself, just I think just the memories, the stories, I guess, is what I want to leave him, you know, like him seeing these jerseys when he's 10, 12 years old and all patched up. Like I said, he even has his own patch. He's got his own patch and fucking pin. His logo, yeah, his logo, yeah. So yeah, probably just that.
Is there okay, let's compile everything that you've been through,
Yeah,
you know, working for somebody else, or losing your job, having
yeah,
to focus more on your well, you had a business already, but now it's just more a priority type business versus
yeah,
just a little hustle on the side.
yeah,
And then you're trying to get this whole thing family wise,
yeah,
coming up living in San Diego,
yeah,
whatever hardship that we know we never really touch on, that you might have struggled through as far as coming up and living in San Diego. Is
yeah,
there a particular life lesson that you've learned that you would
yeah.
like to pass on to others as far as the drive you needed to have, the encouragement maybe that you received, and the determination that you had to be above, you know, maybe somebody who either passed away from the
Yeah.
streets or whatnot, or drugs, or, you know, whatever have you may, you know, friends and relatives you may have experienced, you know,
Yeah.
what would you have you learned that you can pass on that, and when we talk about this, it could be the mistakes and challenges, you know, some failures
Mm.
that you, and they taught you something
Yeah.
valuable about yourself.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, no, as soon as you said that I knew exactly what just finding that happy balance, bro. Finding that happy balance. You have to. I didn't get fired from my job, I actually quit. And I quit because I wasn't finding that happy balance with work, with I mean a little bit of the patch business, yes, I had to do with it. But no happy balance between my job, my boy, family time, you time. You know, you got to spend time for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's just going to the bar for a fucking beer or catching a ball game or something. I mean, like you always got to have that happy balance, dude. Because like at least for me, and I'm kind of happy that. Well, I was happy. I'm blessed that I'm able to still be on my feet without a job. I mean, there's people who can't, you know, and so I don't say this for everybody. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. But I just couldn't find a happy balance. Like I wasn't happy at work. I wasn't happy at home. I wasn't trying to bring the BS at home. I wasn't trying to take the BS to work, you know. And you know, like I said, my baby's only gonna be a baby one time. I'll never get that time back, you know.
Hmm.
So it was more, and I would tell people just find a happy balance, dude. Either I mean, put money aside and take a fucking day off. Now I'm not saying go to Disneyland and spend your life savings. Like I hate Disneyland. But yeah, I fucking hate it. But go to the fucking beach. You know what I'm saying? Go if you can though. That's the thing. That's the thing, dude. I know I got friends who, you know, single parents. You know, maybe the other parent is not even in the fucking country. You know, or whatever. But and they can't. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like find a happy balance of, you know, giving the time to your family, giving the time for your baby, giving the time for yourself. You know. I hear from a lot of single moms. It's like, oh man, fuck, I'm working a lot, I'm doing this and this and this. And it's like, well, if you have a daycare, fucking pay $50 and throw your kid at the daycare. Fucking go watch a movie and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I don't know. Like for me, I don't know if it's a guy mentality or not, but I say that to my guy friends as well. You know, who are single dads and shit like that. It's like, bro, like your kid is gonna need a happy fucking parent. You know what I'm saying? Like your family, your mom, your dad is gonna need a happy son. You know, and I just wasn't finding that fucking balance and shit with my job. And the funny thing about that, my job called me back a month after I quit. And I told the same shit to my boss because my boss ended up selling the fucking company because he wasn't finding the happy balance. So it's like I told him, you see what I'm saying, homie? Like I wasn't just blowing smoke on my ass, dude. You know. So yeah, he kind of agreed with me. I still said no to the job though because nothing was gonna fucking change anyways. But yeah, again, dude. I mean, that's a tough question to answer. I could only answer it for myself though because you know I'm in the position where I can take a couple months off. You know and still be financially okay and shit, I can't take 2-3 years off. I know that for a fact. And yeah, and then just football season is coming. I have zero fucking patches, zero patches. So it's like I'm using this time. I mean, when the baby naps, I'm fucking drawing, dude. I'm drawing. When he goes to sleep, I'm like even last night I slept at 5 a.m. because I was on my iPad all fucking night, you know. So, but yeah, just finding the happy balance. Go out, fucking have a fucking beer, like I said, and yeah, just I don't know. I mean, just don't take it too deep, gas prices still fucking high, groceries are still fucking expensive, rent in San Diego is still a bitch. It's like little by little, I'm starting to stay in San Diego because I'm like, yo, people are coming to San Diego to vacation. Like I live here, dude. I've been going to the fucking beach a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, fucking go to the beach and shit. Go chill. Go read a fucking book. But yeah, I mean, I would say, Jack, just find that happy balance and shit.
You're right.
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that because I lived in San Diego for 30-some years and I spent a lot of time running around in National City. Back in the day when I used to have it, Highland was where they would put the lights, they would put the sun up, they would drop it and all the way down National. So and Paradise Hills and North Park and all of that stuff. That's kind of like everything all the way to El Cajon. So I was a Charger fan, and the Charger fan was just the thing. And when Natron Means made the touchdown and got it to the Super Bowl, that was just like the biggest thing ever in the neighborhood. So and I always tell even the Charger stuff I have around here, autographs and LaDainian Thomason and his dog. I used to go take their dog where my wife used to take out all the time. But it's one of those things, man. To be a Charger fan, you have to have a good heart because we lose in 30 seconds sometimes. All it takes is 30 seconds and we can lose. Yeah. But a good Charger fan, man, always stays in it regardless of win or lose. Is that it's a special type of thing to be a Charger fan even after they left. So I really I can appreciate everything that you put together and stand that kind of true fan, with your business, with your family, with your friends, and everything that you've done to honor that team and to be supportive of them and everything that you've been doing. So I'm proud of you for doing that. And I'm also, excited that you've taken the time to make that part of your life and, and hopefully that continues as well. So, I wanted to, talk a little bit more about family because you were talking about your son and everything. Do you find that when you're working and and you're taking away time from your family to do what you're doing, is it sometimes where you feel like, man, you know what, maybe like you were talking about losing the ability to have those pictures and the ability to have that time with your family? Because I experienced that when I worked, and I just realized that I get home late, and next thing you know, the baby sleep, and next thing you know, I don't see him till the next day, and it just kind of snowballed on me, and I just couldn't. I had to quit because it just wasn't something that was giving me the family part that I needed. So I really
Yeah.
Kind of like feel the same what you were saying. So how do you work with that? Do you find time? I know you talk about going to the beach. Being in San Diego, we have all of
Yeah.
those places. But how do you deal with it in your home? Do you try to show him what you're doing, pick him up while you're
Yeah.
doing things, or your wife or your girl? Are you guys working together to create that bond so that that time is seen?
Yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head with the work schedule, dude. I mean, my work schedule was 8 p.m. to 4 in the morning. So it's like I'd get out. I mean, and cross my fingers. I work till 4 in the morning because sometimes that's one of the reasons why I quit, because I was only working till 12 or 1. Even though I was scheduled till 4, it's like I would go to my job and my body was ready to work till 4. Now I only work till 12 or 1. It's like I only saw 8 to 12 or 8 to 1 in the morning paychecks and shit. So it's like it wasn't working for me. And I would get home and the world is sleeping. My baby's sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. My family's sleeping. So it's like it sucked. I'd be in the living room, or I'd draw a little bit, but I would still have to stay awake till about 4 or 5 in the morning to keep my body in that schedule. And what happens if you wake up when you go to sleep at 4 in the morning, you're not waking up at 6 in the morning, homie. I'm waking up at like 1, like 1 p.m., or fucking 11 in the morning, because I my head and my mentality, we got work again at 8 p.m. and I'm ready for 8 hour shifts, So I would have to cancel plans, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd have to no, I can't do this, I can't do that, because maybe at work I'm gonna have a fucking long day or a long night, I guess, you know. And I found myself, okay, well at night I can't do anything. I'm going to work, which is fine. I mean, work is work. It pays the bills. In the morning, I'm sleeping in because I need to go to work. In the afternoon, I have maybe about an hour and a half to eat, to shower, to do the fucking to do the patches, to be a fucking dad, to be a family man, to go to dinner. So it was like I had like a tiny window of things I had to do. I'm sorry, a tiny window of opportunity to do all these things, and I was cramming them on, and I was just doing too much, and I was burning myself out. And and I think the reason why I did quit was for that reason. Now, if I had like a normal, if I was off at 4 p.m., I'm cool. I'm cool all day. I still get to have dinner. I still get to go to the park. I still get to do this and that and the other, with the family. Still, I had a day, like one day where I would just lock myself in the room and do orders, because like, I mean, when I drop a patch, I mean, I would, or a new item or something on my website, I could have up to like fucking 60, 70 orders, dude. And like that's a fuckload of orders. Like I could maybe do about 12 an hour. So it's like I'm working at my job at night. I gotta wake up. I'm expected to work in daylight society. Like if I'm fucking awake and bushy tailed, Meanwhile, I can't because I'm fucking I'm dead from work the night before, and even talking about it, I'm just fucking zigzagging everywhere, dude. Because it was just way too much, dude. Way too much. And like I said, is that job that I was a city contractor, so that job that I was doing, I could only do it at night. It's not like I could have switched shifts or somebody could cover me. Like no, it was I was there and I was the only one doing that job. So a lot of that job fell on my shoulders and shit. And if I fucked it up, guess what? It's my fault. Which yeah, I mean it was cool, but yeah, it was just amongst other things, obviously. But I just wasn't finding that balance. I wasn't finding that balance, and the paychecks weren't cool. I didn't have enough money to go out, and spend time with the baby and shit like that, and even going to the beach, I mean, requires money. I mean, you got to drive there, you got to get some snacks, whatever. But now it's like now that I'm not with that job. And first of all, shout out to that job. I mean, I worked there for 5 years. I can't say nothing bad about the guys and the workers or nothing. It was just we left on a good handshake. I left on 2-week notice, and it was all good. Good. Everything was cool. And we both just kind of came to the realization. It's like I needed something else in my life that this job was holding me back. And yeah, like once I quit, it's I just felt so happy, dude. A huge relief off my shoulders, dude. Honestly, because I even told my boss, like, I'm not working to fucking live, you know. Or vice versa, whatever that saying goes. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm not living life to fucking go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm living. Obviously, I'm living, and yes, I gotta go to work. But it's like if I can even use that money to go out and have fun, it's like, well, what's the point? You know? That's how I saw it, though. Again, not everybody sees it that way. I got friends who just dedicate their fucking life to working, and it's just like, nah, dude.
And the person of that company can fire you in a moment's notice, not knowing that you've been supporting them and their family all that time.
Exactly. Well, the funny thing about it is, like, again, like my boss called me about a month after. He's like, "Yo, like we were just doing too much. We sold the company." He's like, "I wouldn't even see my kids. I barely saw." I'm like, "You see what I'm saying?" Like, you see, like it sucks, huh, dog? You know, like, and then he knew, because I mean, I was a small business owner. I mean, that was always a way bigger business than mine that I worked for. But yeah, I mean, he sold it to a bigger business up in Anaheim and stuff. They're still working, you know. They're still doing well, you know. And but yeah, my boss was just like, I was just doing too much. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was doing, you know. Yeah.
Well, you know, you realize it a lot sooner than certain people, man. Some people work their whole, 50, 60 years old and then realize they missed all of the major parts in their lives because of work, with the kid, with the wife then left, or she done found somebody else, or she's playing around, or whatever it is. It's all those other things that happen because, you think you're making the money and providing for them, but what they really wanted was you.
Exactly.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
No, exactly, dude. And like I said, I don't live a flashy lifestyle. I don't need, designer stuff here and there. I mean, we grew up in the hood, bro. Like, I mean, I joked around. The reason why I even have the fucking the patches for $5 is because Subway sandwiches used to cost $5 back in the day, bro. You know, yeah, it's just like, for me, it was like $5 got you a shitload of fucking grub, and this is like, I don't feel right charging more than $5 for a fucking patch. Because again, we didn't have much growing up, so it's like I don't know people's positions now. Maybe there's people that are in that position, and then they still want to support. So I was like, all right, I'll keep it budget friendly. You know what I'm saying? Even with the flags, when I did the liquidation on the flags, I mean, the clearance flags, I took a big old L on them motherfuckers. But it was just like, fuck it, dude. I hella got to work on the website. The website looks like shit right now. Yeah,
man.
Yeah, tell me a little bit, here on the podcast, man, we're one of the biggest things that KF&JF podcast is designed to do is to try to uplift small business such as yourself and everybody that you see on the show and that comes on. And I really appreciate what you're doing out there. Can you tell us a little bit about what you think that kind of platform can do for small businesses and how you see it?
Podcast? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, the podcast and here on this podcast.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean the funny, like I actually wanted to start my own podcast. And it's again, I got tons of fucking ideas of future projects. A podcast is one of the future podcasts, one of the future projects that I've been looking at. I mean, I got the camera systems, I got the mics, all that stuff, all that good stuff. And because I know what a podcast brings to the table, it brings exposure, it brings knowledge about the product, about the person, and I think that's very important. I think that's like top 3 things you should look at when buying something. I'm not a poser, and you see that. You see I'm at the games. I'm not just faking the funk. I'm not trying to make a quick dime, and I think that's why people, fuck with my stuff heavy, because I'm out there, like, I'm out there, I'm meeting people, I'm not gonna do you dirty. A lot of the time, small businesses, like, they scam you or something, or they like I said, the stuff that they produce is just crappy stuff, it's not quality stuff, So in that case, it's just like, well, I always try to do my best to bring out stuff that, I would rock, like you said, again, it goes back to complex. I think I said it 3-4 times already, this podcast. But it definitely brings a lot of
just a lot of positivity having a podcast, in my opinion, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, not my first one, you know, not my last one that I've done, but I've also found myself talking about different things in each of my podcasts that I've done, you know. And I mean, shout out to those who've seen every single one I've done. I've done a handful, not a lot, you know, but yeah, I mean, it just brings a different perspective to what you're spending your hard-earned money towards, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just appreciation, you know. I think it's more of appreciation. Like when buddies of mine do podcasts, of course I fucking tune in, you know, because maybe I'll maybe I'll find similarities that I didn't know, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe he talked about this and this went through that, you know, or and it just brings more like more delight to the projects and stuff, you know, in my opinion.
Right.
Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I want you to take a minute here, if you don't mind, just talk a little bit about some things that maybe we did not mention in the conversation that you would like to be able to get out, and also take the time to promote your business, your website, how to get a hold of you. What are some of the numbers that you would like people to have to be able to reach you? Just take a minute to talk a little bit about those things.
Yeah, man. I mean, you guys already know where to find me. Every game day at Charger Games, Padre Games. Now, I mean, we got San Diego FC. We're working with that as well. I'm like I said, in the next couple of years, I'd say probably a good 3 years. I think my brand will look a lot different, like a lot different. Where I'm expanding, you know, and I mentioned this before. It's like you gotta master what you got going on first before you could, you know what I'm saying, branch out and show shit to the world. And I feel like I've mastered most of the stuff you've guys seen, you know, to where I'm comfortable making Padre stuff now, and maybe if the future is okay, and then the future allows me to make SDFC stuff, you know. I'm always gonna support the hometown teams, and you know, Chargers still fucking hometown team in my heart, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, in the next couple of years, again, that's maybe 3, maybe 4 years. It's all gonna look different, dude. It's all gonna look different. Still me though. Still gonna be the same me. Product is just gonna be a lot different. I probably won't do any. A lot of people always ask me, and then, oh, what about Dodger stuff or Lakers stuff? I'm not a fan of those teams. I do stuff that I like, you know, teams that I like, you know. I even considered doing King stuff. I'm a huge hockey fan, you know. So again, it all goes down to funding. I got more ideas than I do money, you know, and this stuff kind of funds itself, you know. Now it funds itself 100% because I don't have any fucking work income. But yeah, no, like I said, it's definitely a good time, and hopefully I make a lot of people proud out there, and make stuff that you guys would rock stuff. Hopefully you guys see my vision in these designs as well. And like I said, doing these podcasts and any podcast, you know, I get to talk about just some of the backstories of the designs and what I was going through when I was making them and stuff, you know. But I mean, yeah, man, I think that's kind of it. I mean, Instagram is Ositopatches. Website is www.ositopatches.com. I don't have Twitter, TikTok, none of that stuff. I should. Everybody's been telling me I should, but there's a lot of stuff in the near future that's gonna change it up a little bit. So, you know, just peep out all that shit.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, real man. Authentic and honest.
No, I appreciate you guys,
I want to tell you, man. I really want to tell you how much I appreciate, sincerely, man, you allowing us to pick your brain a little bit on the business and being able to talk to us so candid about what you've been doing in your business. You know, I met you there at the swap meet over there, and it was exciting, man, that you were out there and you decided that, oh, you know what, this is something you were willing to do. And here at KF&J Podcast, we cannot thank you enough. And we look forward to the success in your business and everything that you do. Obviously, we want to get some patches too. We want to make sure that we represent you as well. And I'm hoping that as long as you're out there, you can tell people about the podcast and have them subscribe, because as soon as they see you and the things that we intend to do for your show, it's gonna be awesome, man. And I can't thank you enough for taking the opportunity.
No, of course, man. I mean, of course, dude. I never shut anybody down with an invite. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you get my guy Billy's out here, made in San Diego. He's another cool dude right there. I mean, and little by little, I've been working with more San Diego brands and stuff too. So I'm staying home, man. I'm definitely staying home now. And I wanna get the ball rolling more in San Diego, bro.